So my name is Toni Doman Van Dyke, and I am from West Virginia originally. I do live in Virginia now, and I am here in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, all throughout 2024 on a Fulbright scholarship. The Fulbright program is basically a grant that funds study and research work abroad, and I'm here. I received one of those grants, and so I'm staying at beinnmhabu during my time here in Cape Breton. The focus of my project is really documenting traditional music communities and looking at how technology plays an impact within traditional music. So throughout my time here, so I'm here from January until October of this year, and I'm in the process of interviewing musicians and people working in the musical community to get their opinions on technology's impact existing within traditional music. So how it could be changing it, how it could be, how we're learning with technologies. We're all using things and learning via Zoom so much now, and really the project is looking at how we have so much access to music that's outside of our community, and I'm really interested in how that access to all of these musical influences could be affecting tradition. It's going pretty good, I think. I've talked to, I've done eight to 10 interviews about, I can't count them that fast right now, but I've done about 10 interviews so far, and I'll be collecting interviews throughout the rest of April and into May, and editing a lot of the project, doing the post-production work this summer. So it's pretty good. I'm having a great experience here at beinnmhabu. So the Fulbright program, you have to have a host for all of your, all of the grants have a host part to it. So Cape Breton is my host while I'm here. So that just means that I'm affiliated with them in a way that they're helping to guide me and provide resources for me during my time here. So I have a background in Appalachian music, specifically bluegrass. I have a 4-year traditional bluegrass music degree from a college in West Virginia, so that was my bachelor's degree. And I'm just really interested in preserving and promoting Appalachian music and culture, and I really consider myself to be an ambassador for the Appalachian region through all the work that I do and plan to do in my personal life and throughout my career. And so this opportunity with the Fulbright program is really looking to get you outside of your community and experience and make connections between your community and another place in the world, just so you're a better global citizen. And the purpose of these grants is really an experience grant. So the funder, Fulbright, they want you to be really immersed in another culture and make those connections and find those roots to your own field of study or research or work that you're doing. So I just kind of found my way to Cape Breton through the roots and branches with Appalachian musical styles. So the people that came into the Appalachian region, through early settlement, some of those early settlers were Scottish descendants. So they came from Scotland and the UK and the British Isles and all these places in the world. And I'm looking at those musical threads and making connections between Appalachia, Cape Breton, and going all the way back and looking at the roots of where people came from. So there are all these cultural and connections and ties, and it's really exciting to be able to uncover them and explore them and learn about a new place, and also make connections between where you're from. So even just my time being here, I've really found that I feel almost more connected with my own culture back at home in Appalachia. I'm more inspired to be more creative and to learn songs about where I'm from. And I'm so far removed from where I am right now. So it's a really amazing experience. Maybe a part of it is just seeing a community being so close-knit and highlighting and uplifting voices here in this community, and so it makes me want to go home and do that same thing, even more so than what I'm already doing. So yeah, it's pretty interesting how you could be so far away from home and then also feel so connected. So because I'm so outside of what surrounds me on the day-to-day, it makes me want to rediscover my own roots and culture. So yeah, it's a pretty eye-opening experience.
Awesome.
This is a a really unique experience, and one that I did not even foresee happening, to be honest. I have actually been applying to receive this grant. I'm lucky to have gotten it this time, for 4 application cycles. The application cycles are really long. They're almost 2 years, at least in my case. So I had originally planned to be in Sydney, across the island, and because this opened up in the last fall in 2023, it just sort of worked out that my advisor, Chris McDonald over at CBU, said, hey, there's this opportunity. Maybe you could split your time and be in different parts of the island here in Cape Breton. So maybe you could be over here half the time and be back in Sydney half the time. And there's some classes that you can audit while you're over if you decide to be in Mhabu. And I said, yeah, that sounds great. It'd be great to get a different experience, a different perspective. And once I got here, I didn't really want to leave because it's so great. I really, really like it here. And it really is a unique experience just because this is a convent. It's been renovated. There are classes here. It's a community center here. Just the people in the community being able to know and being able to get to know rather people so well has been a really great experience. And it again reminds me of being back home, but how I grew up back home, not so much how it is now. I live in a bigger city now. I don't live in a small town anymore, but it's just a different way of life, and it's great to be a part of that and to go to the Fresh Mart and see a lot of familiar faces, and everyone sort of knows my face around here now too. So it's really nice to have that here. It's like almost like a home away from home in a way, but yeah. Well, I mean, there are so many great things and events and gatherings that are happening in and around Mhabu. In particular, the sessions, the Kayleys that have been happening this winter down at Androckid, if I'm saying that correctly, yes. But the sessions down there have been really great. It's great to see so many people come together and to hear different tunes and songs, and it also be I've found that it's been a pretty welcoming space in the sense that I'm able to go down there and do a country song or two. So that's been really fun to be able to share some songs that I know with a community that's outside of my own and feel connected to in that way. So yeah, between the sessions down at Androckid, all of the extra things that have sort of been happening up here at beinnmhabu, or at beinnmhabu, we'll get the pronunciation right. Even just learning Gaelic, I mean, that's another thing with this entire experience for me that I really didn't foresee. I didn't know anything about the Gaelic language, or that it was so, there was revitalization efforts up here in Cape Breton. I was a little bit aware of it before coming, but just being here and seeing how many people are working and speaking the language and working to, revitalize it between the Gaelic school right across the yard here, to just hearing native Gaelic speakers or Gaelic language learners here in the community. So even with that opportunity, I mean, I've been able to attend some community classes and begin, the language learning process, which of course could be a lifetime process, but it's great to have those kind of opportunities as well. So things that I didn't expect were even going to be an opportunity have really shown themselves here. So and then of course, it's a beautiful place of the world. I mean, I'm trying to get out every day now, especially since the weather's warmer, and check out the beaches. I mean, it really is. I've even found there are so many similarities between the landscape here and in the Appalachian Mountains. I mean, the mountains themselves is actually the same mountain chain. Different part of the world, but there's another connection between where I'm from and here that I maybe didn't think of whenever I was thinking about coming to Cape Breton. So a lot of similarities, and it really just, part of my grant, of course, is a cultural experience, but it really does show that we're all connected. No matter where we are, we can always find those similarities with, establishing relationships and meeting people, no matter what community they're from. So, yeah. Another thing I didn't foresee happening while coming to Cape Breton was feeling like I could actually start the journey of learning fiddle. I do play other instruments. I play more guitar and sing. I don't play a lot of melody-driven. I don't play as many tunes as I do sing in the like country style that I'm more familiar with. But even just coming up here and being removed from my day-to-day has really helped me feel like I've gotten a lot of confidence with it. It's such a welcoming environment, so people are excited when they want to teach you. They want you to succeed in learning. So it's been a real confidence boost. And so yeah, I'm still have a long way to go, but it's great to just dip your toe in the water and experience a new thing. And so many amazing musicians are in and around this area, so why not pal up with them and try to learn from them? So it's been good so far. I can only play Swallowtail. Oh, not Beck and Ski.
Beck and Vig.
What does that mean?
Little by little.
Beck and Vig.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming, but. I'll start with the, if you're an artist and looking to come here to do one of the artist residencies, I would greatly encourage it. I'm sort of doing my own project, but it's a similar thing where it's independent work and you're in a space removed from your day-to-day, which can be quite, we are all so busy when you're working in the day-to-day. There's groceries to be bought, there's this, there's that, there's X, Y, and Z, all the things in your day-to-day life that you're expected to do. But whenever you're removed from that and you're in a place where you can only focus on that one thing, that one project that you're working on, whether that's an artistic project or anything, if you're an artist and you're taking the time to remove yourself from your day-to-day and place yourself in an area where you can really just focus on that one thing, it's extremely beneficial. I mean, the artists in residence that I've seen here since I've been here, I mean, I can't speak for them, but it seems like an amazing opportunity. I mean, it's made me want to research artists in residencies and go, try to have some opportunities like that, because what I'm doing is a similar thing. It's independent work, and you're able to just really truly be immersed and focus on that one thing and come out feeling really refreshed and have new perspective, and that's the whole point. So this is a really unique place in Mhabu, and this building, considering the fact that it's an old convent, it's just a really unique experience. And again, I'm really glad to be here this year. Like I said, I was originally going to be in Sydney for half the time, and I really liked it over here. I really don't want to leave because I'm having a good time. It's quiet. When the students come in, it's a little bit more loud, but that's only because they're all playing music. So it's any advice I would have for any students that would be interested in coming to a program like this. I've been lucky enough that I've been able to hang out with some of the students and some of the cultural experience activities that have been going on, like certain Kayleys or house visits to other individuals in the community. It's been a really good time. But any students that are interested in doing a program like this, I would really encourage it. I wish that I had an opportunity like this back whenever I was a student, because it's so unique. It's small. You're going to know everyone, and if you put the time into it to be immersed and to take advantage of those opportunities and to take advantage of the other things that are going on in the community, like the sessions or house get-togethers or Kayleys, anything that you're going to be, all of that is here. You've got to take it upon yourself to go and do it. You're going to get a better experience out of it. And since this is such a small space, everyone's going anyway. So yeah, it's a really special place.